Buying a home? Don't panic. Just listen to the rest of this podcast. All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Home Inspection Authority's Straight Talk Podcast with me, John LaForme. I'm a CREA certified home inspector from Los Angeles, California, and the topics we discuss on this podcast are about buying homes, selling homes, inspecting homes. So if you're a home inspector, home buyer, real estate professional, this podcast is definitely for you. So let's get into some straight talk about home inspections. All right, I'm sitting here with Ray Rodriguez.
What's up, everybody?
You look like a sports guy.
Thanks.
You look like maybe you're on a baseball team or, maybe a hockey player.
Yeah.
He's a jiu-jitsu guy.
I try to be.
So tell me what's going on, Ray.
I'm in the process of purchasing my first home.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that is why you are here.
That's why I'm here.
I want to say thank you because, I noticed you've been following me on YouTube and stuff like that and my social media stuff. And you seem to like what I've been posting, which is cool. And then yesterday I saw that you left a comment on the YouTube channel saying, "Hey, I'm having this guy inspect my house."
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Then I was like, "Oh, shit, I better get on that." And then I got a text message from you.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Hey, you know what? You should come on the podcast and let's talk about what's going on in your life leading up to this because I have you scheduled for tomorrow morning.
Yes.
So I'm going to be inspecting your house tomorrow, which is a flip. So tell me about how you got here and how long it took you to get here.
Wow. How far back do you want to go?
Whatever you want. It's up to you, man.
25 years ago. Not playing. Let's see. So I just retired from the Army. I was lucky to get stationed here in Los Angeles as a recruiter, so I retired out here. And so now I'm here in LA to stay. And my wife and I have been saving money for a while to try to afford a house. And
So you're still a recruiter?
No, I'm retired.
Oh, totally retired. Oh, okay.
I'm retired. I'm
Wow.
a retired Army. So yeah, we're now that we're established in Los Angeles, we finally can set some roots somewhere because we're always leaving like every 3 to 4 years.
Right.
Germany, South Korea, and then Los Angeles. And then, but now that I'm fully retired, I'm utilizing the VA loan to purchase my first house. So it's kind of like, it's been a rough day. Like today's was the first day that I entered escrow. Right?
Yeah, you had to postpone our little get together because you had to run to the bank.
Exactly. And it's my first escrow ever.
Okay.
Right. So, it's very like, I was juggling work, or juggling my wife, not literally, but, juggling my work and my wife and the loan officer, like everything all in one day. And it was pretty hectic, but, we made a deposit today to start the process. So I'm just, got my inspections tomorrow, which I can't wait for. I can't wait to see what you find because we were watching some of your videos last night. I was like, look, see, that's the stuff they don't show us, right? Those 3 exhausts. The 3 exhausts in the attics that you were talking about.
Oh, you must have watched the attic nightmare video.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't believe that all that gas is just sitting up there in the attic. Like that's just, that's crazy.
That's actually a pretty common thing to find.
Yeah.
Some flippers do a pretty decent job. Most don't. So it's really a toss up. There really is no, well, maybe. You just got to go through the process and look. As home inspectors know where to look. I've been doing flipped houses for so long. It's like I consider myself a pro at it because I know exactly what to go for.
Yeah, I see.
What's going to be important. Understand that it's all about setting expectations. And the one thing that I find that most buyers run into is that they're not prepped properly by their realtors.
Okay.
So, for example, if you don't know any better, which you may not right now, you may be just looking for a house that fits the size you need and the city you need, and that's all you're thinking of. So you're not really thinking about the age of the house, when was it built, because the one you're looking at looks brand new because it's all been remodeled. So you're like everybody else, we're all just, wow, we see all these shiny appliances and new windows.
Bells and whistles.
All the cosmetics, basically. You're walking through going, damn, new countertops. Who doesn't love a new countertop? I mean, I do, new bathrooms, new everything. So you're caught up in that.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, wow, okay, so that's great. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're not prepared properly by your representative saying, hey, you know what, this is a flip. It's going to look pretty, but we got to look at the major systems. So that's what you want to really pay attention to. The cosmetics are just that. They're just cosmetic. You can paint. If you don't like the color of the walls, you just paint them a different color. Mm-hmm. If you don't like the countertops, well, you just change them. It doesn't mean it's wrong. It doesn't mean it's right or wrong, that kind of thing. So this house in particular is going to be special to me. Let me tell you why.
Why?
It's the same age as me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was built in 1966.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
That's
so
awesome.
1966 was a great year.
Yeah.
Because I was produced.
You can compare the frame of the house to your frame to see who's kept the longevity there.
Yeah, there you go. We could do something like that. Absolutely. So I want to let everybody know how we know each other.
Cool. Yeah.
We know each other from Subconscious BJJ.
Yep.
My friend Brent Berniston in North Hollywood. And I met you there when I was doing the Muay Thai classes with Roy Corona Muay Thai.
Yeah, with Roy. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's funny because what sucks is I literally relocated to Burbank from La Crescenta.
Oh, wow.
Because I was always over here. My guitar school's over here. The training I love to go to is over here. Well, it was in North Hollywood, so it's right next door.
Yeah.
It's literally a 5-minute drive. So I moved over here, and then COVID hit. Literally, after I moved in here, COVID hit, and then bam, everything got shut down.
Yeah, that was rough.
Roy moved.
Mm-hmm. Ventura.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh shit. So it was like I was really getting the hang of his classes, really getting in there.
And it was classes at that time were like really good. There was a lot of Muay Thai, a lot of jiu-jitsu going on.
Yeah,
the school was growing, and then boom, COVID, but it's still there, which is great, and it's bigger now.
Yeah. So, everybody seems to have gotten past it. So I'm glad that's over with. What a nightmare that was.
Thanks for sticking in there for us. Because that's our home,
Yeah.
That's a lot of our home. So
yeah, absolutely. So, Brent's a great instructor, man.
Absolutely.
You're a lucky guy to learn from him.
Absolutely.
Because a lot
100%.
of people, I've been to many places and trained at many different places with many different people. Mm-hmm. And there's not a lot that are great. Mm-hmm. And Brent's really good at what he is.
It's really good.
Yeah, and he's really passionate about it.
Yep.
So, what's your rank now?
Oh, I'm a retired E7 sergeant first class.
I meant in jiu-jitsu.
Oh, sorry.
We'll get to that.
Okay, no, sorry. I'm a purple belt. I'm mid-level purple belt.
That's all you need right there, buddy.
I'm so stuck in the Army ways. You said rank. I went straight to that. Golly. Sorry, everybody listening.
No, it's all good.
Flashback.
No, purple. Hey, honestly, a purple belt was the only belt I was ever really trying to get. Mm. That's all I can ever remember was really thriving to get that purple because training with purples, you could see what they know.
Yeah.
And you just get your ass whooped.
Those
when
are good
you're
times.
new, you just get whooped. You just like, what the hell happened?
Yeah.
It's like a tornado just grabbed you and like this.
Yeah, it's very, very educational experience.
Isn't it?
I remember all my purple belts. Yeah.
Isn't it humbling?
Very humbling and educational.
So anyway, being a purple belt you've made it. I mean, that's Brent's not going to give you a purple belt if you didn't earn it, first of all. So
for sure.
He doesn't give out anything like that. But that when I arrived at that, I felt good. I was like, okay, you know what? I think I've taken this pretty far, and now I can deal with most. Yeah, of course, I'm still getting tapped by upper belts, and not to mention other
every
purples.
day.
Yeah,
every day.
There's some clever dudes out there.
Oh yeah.
And but no, that was a blast. When I retired from jiu-jitsu, I was a dark brown.
Oh, okay. Boy, you know what?
I wasn't a black belt. I was like like 1 or 2 stripes away from being a black.
So when's the comeback?
I don't know, man.
When's the comeback?
I always listened to my body.
True.
And I was starting to get too many injuries, and I was spending so much money on therapy.
Oh wow.
Massages, chiropractor appointments, trying to straighten out my shoulder, my arm. I mean, I actually had a rotator tear years ago.
I think I had one too when I was in the Army. Because I found it last year. I had like a ball of calcium in my shoulder tendon like that big.
Right.
Because I started getting pain. I think I tore it when I was in the Army and I didn't know it.
Oh, yeah.
I had shoulder pain like 2015, I think.
Yeah, they can come gradually.
And then like it really started hurting. I think it healed inside of it, but it calcified.
Oh, you didn't have to do a surgery?
No, they said
I did.
They said like 9 months recovery or something like that. I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I did a surgery. I went to one of the top surgeons in LA, and he said, "Do you still want to be an athlete?" I said, "Absolutely. I'm not sitting on the couch getting fat."
No.
And so he goes, "You got to do a surgery. If not, don't worry about it. You just be a little weaker." That I said, "No, I got to get." And I went through the whole thing, and I was out for 8 months, and I went back rolling with one arm.
Yeah. I mean, it hasn't got to the point where I need a surgery, you know? Yeah. It's manageable. It's fine. But see, you say you listen to your body. Same here.
Gotta listen to your
body. My heart is bigger than my brain, and I can't quit. Yeah. You know, even though I'm 41, and I'm like,
you're so old.
I know. No, I'm not. I mean,
you're retired at 41, dude. That's amazing.
But I'm working now again.
But, okay.
But I mean, like, you know, like I said, my heart is bigger than my brain, and I have a really bad back problem. Okay. I have 4 herniated bulging discs in my back.
Oh, jeez. You're trying to get 5?
No, I'm not. But I'm not, and that's why I'm listening to myself now, and I'm stopping myself, and I'm saying, "Hey, Ray, you need to take a step back because you're going too hard."
Yep.
You know, because my body gets crooked, it's contorted, and I can't control it. It gets locked that way. So whenever my body feels like the disc is healed, and then the muscles will release, and I go back to normal.
Right.
It's crazy.
Right.
So now I listen to myself, like you said.
You know, trust me. When I was really into it, I lived, slept, breathed, just jiu-jitsu constantly. I was there constantly. I was really into it, and it was really hard for me to stop.
Yeah, it's hard.
I'll be in Muay Thai sometimes, and I'll see people talking about jiu-jitsu. Hey, John, you want? I'm just like, I would love to go back. I love the grind. I love the wrestling aspect of it. I like favorite.
The community. The community is like my favorite part. All my best friends are jiu-jitsu related.
Yep. No, you're right. You're right. That is something I also miss. Yes.
Like I wouldn't have any friends in LA if it wasn't for jiu-jitsu.
That's a good point.
I promise.
That's a good point. Yep. That's actually how I met Brent.
See?
20 years ago. Over 20 years ago, yeah. At John Jacques Machado's.
I see those pictures of him on Facebook sometimes. Like, dang, that's Brent.
Yeah.
You know?
He once had hair.
No, he had hair, but he was like really like skinnier.
Yeah.
And young. Like he's like probably like 25, 28.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Hey, Brent, if you're listening, you were young at one point.
He'll be listening. Now we're just getting older, Brent. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, we're doing
What's going to happen to all of us? Even the retired guy over here. Mm-hmm. So anyway, okay, so you just had a hectic day with your escrow and all that. So how long will you be looking for a house? I mean, a year, 2 years?
This is, I don't know if this is normal or not, but for about 5 weeks.
That's not bad.
Yeah. I mean, you
literally just started looking.
Mm-hmm. I would say like the beginning of August.
That's right. You mentioned that on a text message to me about a couple weeks ago. I remember that.
End of July, probably. End of July, we started looking.
Wow.
Yeah.
So were you specific to, okay, I got to be in this city, this area, or I have to have this size house? What was your...
It changed. Well, it was LA, but it was like this part of LA because my wife has a business and we're always in downtown LA getting supplies and stuff. And that's like a 20-minute drive from where I'm at by the school, which is by like Universal. It's like 20-minute drive. So we wanted to keep that because we're always...
I bring the mic closer to you.
Because
just bring it to you. If you can lean back, just bring it to you.
Because we're always going downtown. We basically live downtown. You know, we're working there all the time. So it had to be an easy commute. But originally we started looking for townhouses with like certain type of designs that can sustain a business inside of it, you know, like that we do. But then we figured like, no, there's HOAs, this and that. But then the HOA, whenever you total it, it's a lot of money, which you can throw down on a house instead. It all ends up the same in the end. So we just figured that and we just did that. And now we found a house in North Hollywood. Yeah, and it's not that far from downtown. Do
you know why HOAs exist?
I want to say just, is it because everyone lives in a close community? They can all pitch in to help fix things.
No break.
Why is that?
It's so you can't paint your house pink.
Oh wow. Okay. Well,
That's basically what an HOA is. They control what you do on the outside. When you get your own house, like you're about to have, you can paint it pink if you want, or you can paint it blue and pink or green, whatever you want to do.
I'll let the wife know we can paint it pink.
That's the beauty.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I'd rather not have that, I think.
Yeah. HOAs are cool.
Yeah.
If they're affordable HOA dues. Now, I own condos and I've lived in condos and I'm currently renting a townhome, which is basically the same thing. There's HOA rules here, but they don't apply to me really because I'm just a renter.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
So I don't have to pay no HOA here.
Cool.
But they got a pool here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something they're worth paying for because if you put a pool in your backyard, that's expensive.
Yeah.
To put it in for one. Two, maintaining it's not cheap either.
Yeah, I figured.
So
you got to get it permitted too.
If you're going to buy, anybody out there looking to buy a condo, make sure they got a pool. So you'll feel good about paying that HOA fee.
Well,
what else are you going to pay for? The air outside? They're going to wash your windows outside? I mean, there's some ridiculous HOA dues out there. And I've seen some, like I've walked down the properties to inspect them, like, so what's the HOA due for? Their outside hasn't been touched in 30 years.
Wow. What's the highest you've seen as far as a HOA?
$600.
$600.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Years ago, I had a 1 acre lot and a 4,300 square foot house inside of a private community. I was only paying $245
for HOA.
Yeah,
yeah.
It had security guards in the.
See,
only one extra. So that was worth paying for.
Did it have a pool?
I did have a pool.
There you go.
But it was mine.
Guards and a pool.
But it was mine.
Okay.
But anyway, so you've been looking for 5 weeks and you found what you wanted. So did you have to go through a major battle to get your offer accepted?
This time, no, not really. The first 2 times we did because we're using a VH loan because I'm a veteran, so we're using that because there's no down payment you're required to pay. You do have to pay a funding fee at the end, but if you're more than 10% disabled from the military, you don't have to pay it. I think it's don't quote me on that. Either it's 10 or 30%.
Okay,
and that's a big difference, but something like that.
Right.
I don't remember exactly what it was, but I don't have to pay that fee. So we're using that, and plus we don't have to fork over 3% for a down payment.
Oh, that's great.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah, so we use that, but I didn't know this until we put down our first offer ever, and people kind of discriminate against VA home loans for some reason. I don't know. I guess it's because the appraisal or whatever, but they shut us down because they didn't want to take an offer because we had a VA loan. But this was for a townhome.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a little more complicated for them as far as getting it all approved. So, look, these realtors are just looking for a quick action. I wouldn't take it personally. They're just looking to get something done quick. And if a VA loan comes up, I'm not that familiar with VA loans, so I can't comment for sure. But I would say that maybe there's an extra steps they have to go through to make sure and get it. And maybe
I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't know. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just guessing.
But we'll see. I mean, that happened, but that doesn't happen for houses, only for townhomes and condos. So when we found this house, this was a third house that we put an offer on, and we got it. So
it was only happening for the condos.
Only the condos and townhouses.
Oh, got
not
it.
For the houses.
Okay.
I forgot what the reason was, but later on during this, I'll try to remember it.
Right.
And bring it up. But this was a pretty easy process, honestly, so far.
Right.
But we just started.
So what's your experience with a house? Have you ever worked on houses? Have you ever been a plumber, electrician, handyman? Have you ever done that stuff?
Kind of when I lived at my mom's house. My dad and I fix stuff around the house every now and then.
Where are you from originally?
Houston, Texas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So let's talk about flipped houses now.
Let's do it. Interesting.
So flipped houses, like I mentioned a little earlier, it's a hit or miss. They could be done really well. They could be done 80% well. They could be done 50% well, or they could be just really bad. So I'll give you an idea. Today I just did one.
Okay.
I did a flip today, and it was built in 1906.
Wow.
So that's a lot different than what you're about to look at.
Wow, that's old.
It's a lot different. So I don't expect to see some of the things I found today in your house that I'm going to look at tomorrow.
Okay.
So in 1906, the first thing that comes into my head is a brick foundation.
And plumbing?
What's that?
Like they didn't really originally have plumbing in those houses, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They didn't, right?
No, they did.
Oh, they did?
Yeah,
Huh.
they did.
Oh, wow.
But the first thing that came to my mind was a brick foundation. And my termite guy showed up, and his name's Dave. You're going to be seeing him tomorrow.
Cool.
And I said, so Dave, what's the first thing's missing here at this house? And he looks at it, he goes, I don't know what. I said, there's no vent screens.
Oh, on the bottom.
Yeah. It's a raised foundation. There's no vent screens. There's only the access to get in, and that was it. And I was like, that ain't good. And I knew right away what that was, and I knew it was a brick foundation. So they restuccoed the whole house. House was built in 1906, wood siding.
Did they stucco over the vents?
No, they just removed them.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Or they were just never there.
I think it's something they stuccoed over everything. I'm
Yeah.
like, wow.
So it had wood siding on it, and they literally went over it with stucco. But I got to be honest, the stucco job looks really good.
Oh, well.
I was impressed. I was like, wow, look how clean this thing looks.
Yeah.
This is 1906. The house is not crooked. I mean, the floors were all pretty much level. I was impressed. But nevertheless, it was a brick foundation. And only a couple sections of it were damaged. So then I'm looking at the floor supports, and of course, those are also sitting on brick from 1906.
Wow.
It's kind of cool to be able to see stuff like that old, you know? It's like, wow, it's still standing, it's still holding up. But on the property you're looking at, it's built in 1966.
Okay.
So you're going to have a poured concrete foundation. There's no worry about a brick foundation with what I'm looking at for you tomorrow.
Okay.
So it's just going to be a raised stem wall. It's probably going to be post and piers, or it could have foundations around the perimeter. Concrete around the perimeter and in the middle. So you get floor joists going from the outside to the middle, from the middle to the middle, and then out. So you could have different scenarios like that.
Cool.
So I'm not expecting a problem there with your house tomorrow. The only thing that I would anticipate with a flip, I don't know if they've upgraded electrical. Now, when I say electrical, I mean, did they upgrade the panel? Did they rewire the house? Most of the time, they don't rewire the house. They'll probably just upgrade the panel, because chances are you had, the correct wiring anyway, so you don't have to worry about really upgrading. But in the event it had like a cloth-covered wiring, an older wire, or maybe an aluminum wiring, they might have upgraded it. So those are things I'm looking for.
Okay.
And that's a big item right there.
Yeah.
Electrical, it's got to be safe, for your family, you and your family. So, and then another thing I have to look at on your property is you have multiple roof layers.
Okay.
So flippers are known for that. Hey, let's just go over the old roof with another layer. And I've seen up to 5 layers.
I was thinking like double layering, like that's ridiculous. And you said 5.
I actually have seen 5 layers on a house, and I'm up in the attic going, okay, which rafter's going to fall down first? That's a lot of weight, man.
5 layers?
House wasn't designed to carry that kind of weight on that framing.
Yeah. That's
So
ridiculous.
those are 2 of the things I'm looking for. Then heating and cooling is typically never done right in a flip. What I mean by that is they'll put a new air conditioner in, they'll put a new furnace in, they'll put some new duct, hopefully, but they put new duct.
That furnace from your video, the one from the video where they had that.
My video?
Yeah, where they had that filter in between the unit, and you had to take off those PVC pipes to get to it.
Yeah. Oh, you saw that? Yeah.
Yeah, and you pulled it out, and it was completely blocked.
Because
on one
nobody
side.
knew it was there.
But you wouldn't know because those things are there.
Right.
Wow.
So
Look for that on mine, please.
Yes.
I don't need that. That was bad. That was
Yeah, you only need 1 filter if you have 1 return. You don't need 2. So somebody put that filter in there right by the furnace, and I'm going to put a link to that YouTube video that we're talking about so everybody can see that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That was a good point. But yeah, that was there because no one knew it was there, or whoever put it in forgot it was there, and they added another one in the living area. So I was like, okay.
Would that have caused damage to the furnace upstairs?
It's going to make the furnace. It's going to make the furnace work overtime. It's like you trying to breathe through a straw all day. Get my point?
Yeah.
So when that system's running, it's pulling in air from the return. So if there's hot air in the house and you turn on your AC, it's going to suck out that hot air and push in cold air. See these registers up here? That's putting in the cold air. But in my hallway ceiling, there's a return that sucks that hot air out.
Okay.
So that's how the system works. It kind of goes like this. It's pulling in and pushing out. It's pulling in and pushing out. So if you put too much, if that thing's trying to breathe, that's how I describe it. It's trying to breathe. It's pulling in air. if you are cutting off its airflow, it's like me cutting off your airflow in a choke. You're like, you're trying to breathe and it gets harder, right? So what? Your body works overtime to try to get out of it. You panic, whatever. So the system just gets stressed.
Okay.
And then that can do damage to your system. And if the filter gets so filthy that it can't capture anything anymore, it's going to try to go around the filter.
And you're breathing everything in.
No, not that. It's going to get into your system.
Oh, okay.
So that's a good point you just brought up. A lot of people think filters are for the air quality. It's not for air quality in your house.
Okay.
The filters are to protect your system.
Ah, okay.
And that's it.
Interesting.
Now, if you go to Home Depot and look at their 9,000 options of filters and you go smacking yourself in the head, which one do I buy? You can spend $5, $10, $30, maybe more, because they're going to try to sell you a hypoallergenic, or to me, it's all just a big.
So it's all marketing, basically.
To me, it's all marketing.
Wow.
If you ask any HVAC guy, they're going to tell you, look, you got to be really careful what filter you put in, especially if you have an old system compared to a new system. So if you got a brand new, top of the line, super efficient system, you can probably get away with one of those allergenic filters.
Okay.
Because it's top of the line, it's got plenty of power, sized properly. But if you try to take that expensive, thick filter and stick it on some old antique, you're probably going to kill that thing.
It's going to overwork it.
It's just going to overwork. It just can't handle it. So my recommendation to all my customers is change your filters more often. Just buy cheaper ones.
How often do you recommend changing it?
Every 2 to 3 months,
really?
Depending on where your return is located. If your return is in the ceiling and you have pets, at least every 2 months.
Okay.
If your return is by the floor and you have pets, their hair's getting sucked in there every time you turn it on.
Ah, okay. I got to look for it tomorrow then. That way I know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure yours is going to be in the ceiling. I'm pretty confident of that, but I'll let you know tomorrow. I'll point that out to you.
Cool.
But yeah, I'm glad I'm being helpful, because that was a good question that a lot of people just they just misunderstand what the filter's for. The filter's to protect your system, not your breathing.
Excellent.
That's it.
The more you know.
The more you know.
Yep. That's awesome information. Appreciate it.
I'm in the business of seeing is believing.
Yeah. Seeing is believing.
Let's see what else I want to cover. So, that's HVAC. Like I said, a lot of times there's just deficiencies in the HVAC. Like they put these new systems in, they don't replace all the ducting. A lot of times they don't, and sometimes the ducting could be asbestos. You're in the 66 era, so there's chances are there was asbestos. Hopefully they removed it.
That was on your video too.
Yep.
You kicked that little thing on the ground. It was all shaking. It was lined with some kind of asbestos liner.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
There it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
I saw that.
So, that's something that's typically found. And
you should post that too on the podcast, that link.
Oh, absolutely. Everything we're covering, I'll go back and I'll put links in.
That's good stuff.
And then another thing I find a lot in the attics, the attic is where most of the problems are on a flip, to be honest with you. They're typically up in the attic. Like you witnessed in that video, plumbing vent pipes stopping in the attic. It's like, hello, you have all this room up here.
And one was like barely even clearing the bottom of the floor.
Yeah, hard to see. I almost didn't see that one. So
it's crazy.
And then if they put a bunch of blown insulation in there, they're covering everything up, and I can't tell what's under there. That's just an unknown. No one's can tell you unless you pull out all that blown insulation. So hopefully you're not full of blown insulation, which means I can get all the way through your attic.
Blown insulation, is that the
loose stuff?
Okay.
You grab it with your hand and throw it.
See, I've never seen that. I've only seen the
bats,
the rolls.
Yeah, the bats. Those are called bats.
Bats,
fiberglass bats.
I've never seen that.
So it's a hit or miss of what we'll find tomorrow.
Okay.
But I'm going to be looking to see if, if they did remove the old duct, which is likely wrapped with asbestos for the insulation integrity of the duct. I want to see if they removed it all.
Okay.
A lot of times I find the sections of it, they just left it there. Like they disconnected it and threw it in the corner of the attic, and it's just a mess. You need to have somebody come in and bag that up and get it out of your house, because when it's loose and brittle and falling apart, it gets in the air. And that's what you breathe in, and that's what can be, health hazard.
We don't need that.
No, we don't want that for sure. So on a flipped house, that's what I'm always looking for. Mm-hmm. My number one thing, HVAC. Today, let's talk about what I found today with the HVAC. Mm-hmm. Interesting stuff.
Yeah.
AC unit outside was new. I was like, okay, check the electrical, looked good. Connections were good. Go up in the attic, and I'm seeing the duct just everywhere, just laying on the ground, laying on the attic floor. Didn't try to hang it or anything. I prefer to see it hung up in the air, so it's, you know, going mm-hmm. up and then down to where it needs to be, so it's got a good flow. It's just all turned like this on the floor.
Yeah.
That means they just threw it in. That's what you typically find with a flipped house. It's just, let's just throw it in, fire it up, and leave. That's not dot our, you know, I's and cross our T's with it. Mm-hmm. So I get in the attic and I start walking around, crawling around, doing my thing, looking at the furnace. I had the AC running when I was up there, so mm-hmm. I wanted to check for leaks. Sure enough, the furnace is here, the A-coil is here where they connect together. Big open gap right here.
Wow.
Just blowing air,
wasted
cold air,
energy
right into the attic.
Bet it felt nice up there.
Yeah, I put my face right on it. I always do that. I've actually done that in videos. Like, you know, this thing's leaking, but it feels really good.
Wow.
So that's what we're looking for.
Okay.
You know, is this thing airtight? Is it set up correctly? Is it serviceable? You know, is it perfect? Probably not. Hopefully it's serviceable where everything's connected right. It's working. It's got a decent temperature on it. Mm-hmm. That's it. You know, we're done, you know.
I got a question about that.
Yeah.
What is your recommendation for like a homeowner to go up and actually inspect their HVAC? Like, just go and look at it, make sure there's no holes or like a rat chewed on something.
Well, yeah. In general, you should have, I recommend anybody that owns a home have their system serviced at least once a year.
Oh, okay.
Have a licensed HVAC contractor come in and inspect it, go through the system, make sure everything's good. You know, it depends on who you call. There's a lot of bad contractors out there. There's a lot of good contractors.
Try to say something that you don't need.
Yeah.
That's what I would be afraid of. Honestly, I'd be afraid of something like that. Like, have them come out and check it, but like, oh, you know what? This is actually looking like it needs to be replaced, and it really doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? So like maybe if I don't know, man, take an HVAC class and learn how to inspect something real quick.
There's just some basics.
You know,
there's just some basic. Yeah. As a homeowner, if you've been changing your filter and every time you turn this thing on, it works, mm-hmm. chances are it's in good shape.
Or maybe you should do a video on it.
On what?
On a quick homeowner's HVAC inspection.
Okay.
The safe way.
The safe way. Yeah, maybe I could put something like that together.
That'd be cool.
So yeah, I mean, definitely recommend once you move in. Tomorrow, hopefully, I don't have to tell you anything bad about it.
Yeah, I'm hoping to.
I'm sure I'm going to mention something about it. As long as it's a new system, it's half the battle.
Let me know, John. Let me know what you find. Please.
Yeah, the expensive stuff is already in your house if you have a new system. That's great. Yeah. Even if it's not perfect, you can have someone else come in and retweak it.
Yeah, sure.
But all the expensive parts are there. So that's what we're hoping for, that you have a new one. Because trust me, I've been in flips where I'm on the roof and I see a 20-year-old AC unit and a brand new furnace inside the attic. And, oh, by the way, don't forget, it had the chrome wheels. It had the Nest.
Oh, yeah.
The Nest thermostat. Oh, my God. So you walk through your house.
It has a Nest.
It has a Nest. So you think, as a homeowner, hang on.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this question. You being someone looking to buy a home, if you saw a Nest, does that compute to you as a new system? Would you think, oh, I must have a new HVAC system or not?
No, it means they probably had an old one. They spent $250 to go buy something that looked good. Okay. But I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because like when I walk through the house, like I know that on the other side of the wall or upstairs, it doesn't look good up there. I just like my wife would go over here and I would just like walk off of myself. I had to go look at the foundation.
Yeah.
Just look like it's a very novice, like look for cracks and look for like, stuff like that. So like I would think that someone just spent $250 and just put that up there because they don't like the old school.
Let me tell you when there's a time to worry. So let's say you're 5'8", 5'7", 5'8". Let's say your wife's 5'5" or something, whatever. And you're in one end of the kitchen, she's in the other. And all of a sudden, she looks taller than you. That's a problem.
Oh, yeah.
That means your floor might be tilted like this. So those are things that you notice as soon as you walk into it. I don't care who you are. If there's the floor is going uphill, or all of a sudden you go from the dining room to the kitchen and it's going downhill.
That's bad.
It's not horrible, but it just means the house is settled. It's to be expected. But how severe it is, that's what we're going to take a look at. Hopefully you don't have that. And your type of foundation, 66 on a raised foundation, we may not have any issues like that. Okay. So, but that's what I'm saying. So when people looking at houses, if you see a bunch of stress cracks everywhere in the walls and ceilings, like, why is there a crack there? Why is there a crack? Well, there's a whole shitload of cracks over there. You know, that should give you caution, not make you run away. Just, you got to look into it further.
I saw it yesterday at a house I went to on the outside. It was like stucco, but it was
stucco cracks.
Yeah.
That's very common.
Yeah.
But some stucco cracks are just, I've seen 5-year-old houses with smooth coat stucco riddled with spider cracks.
Wow.
On every single part of it.
It was on a corner.
Oh, well, somebody might have whacked it or something.
But it was like up top.
Stucco is just your siding.
Yeah.
It's pretty thick. And it's pretty durable. If you run into it with a car, you will break it.
Okay. Note to self.
All right. And you'll scratch your car like to hell too. So, so as far as the other systems like the roof, like I mentioned, it could be multiple layers. We want to make sure there's no open holes in the roofs. That's something I commonly find on flipped houses. I go on top of the roof.
Skylights?
Yes, skylights. Does it have skylights?
No, but I remember you did like a little part in your video, like you talked about a skylight with, I forgot who it was.
Yeah, they just lift them off.
Yeah, and you're talking to the people on the inside of the house.
I was like, hey, can somebody pass me the sugar? They're all looking up going, what the hell why is he talking to us through the roof?
I don't think there's skylights in this place, but let me know if you can pull it off.
May not be one. And so like I said, the bigger problems I typically find are in the attics. Underneath the house too. Now let's talk about the plumbing, because you mentioned plumbing earlier. So 1966, if they did not upgrade the drain pipe, it's going to be a cast iron material, which means it's most likely the same age as the house. It doesn't mean it has to go, but it's just it's past its life expectancy. So what happens with the cast iron, it's typically the bigger sections are 4-inch, then it'd be like a 3-inch, 2-inch sections, and they all meet into the one. So if you picture a bathroom here, laundry here, kitchen here, another bathroom, and here's the main line that goes out to the street. So all these plumbing, they all connect to the main line.
Okay.
That goes out to the street. So you want to know what's under the house. That's all visible by going under the house, which I'll do. And then I'm also doing the sewer inspection for you, and that's going to check this line that's underground where all these connect to, and that goes out to the street. So you can't see that unless you put a camera in it.
And that's the city, right? They're in charge of that, or?
No, this is yours.
Oh, really?
You're in charge all the way up to the main in the city.
How far does that go out into the street?
It depends on where your line is located.
Question. So say it does go out to the street and something happens in the future to where that line needs to be replaced. Who's responsible for that?
You're responsible for everything from your house all the way up to the city saddle. So here's the city.
Okay.
Here's your house, and your line comes here. From here backwards.
Okay. Gotcha. Cool.
You're in charge of all that. So it's a really good idea for anybody buying a flipped house or any house period to get a sewer inspection done. It's only a couple $100 to get that peace of mind and know what it's made of and what the condition is. There's two things. That's the two reasons why you want a sewer inspection. You want to know what kind of material is underground, and you want to know the condition of it. It's that simple. Is it going to allow everything to flow? Don't forget the house we're looking at tomorrow has been vacant for a while. No one lives there. Am I right? No one living there?
Yes, no one lives there now. I don't know how long I think they bought it 2018.
So they've been working on it, flipping it, whatever. So it's right now, it's not currently being, all the systems are not being used under normal living conditions. So there's not people flushing toilet paper every day. So that's why we're really going to get a good look at that thing and see, hey, is it smooth? Is the pipe smooth? If it's cast iron, that's one thing, but how's the condition on the inside?
Gotcha.
Sometimes cast iron on the bottom starts getting flat, and a drain pipe is meant to be a round, smooth surface.
We use the same thing in the Army. I was a tank commander in the Army, so I had a tank with a 120 millimeter smooth bore cannon, right? And so like every 6 months, they'd put a bore scope down. They'd have like a little eyepiece. They put the bore scope down. They'd they go around the rifling, not the rifling, but the bore of the barrel
Yep.
to see if there's any kind of stress fractures. And if there was, the gun was out of battery and I had to rechange it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's smart. You don't want that thing backfiring on you,
So
blowing up on you.
you're doing like a different kind of bore scope, just a plain scope.
Yep. Yeah.
Cool.
Some people refer to it as a, what's that called? What's that? When they put that camera up your butt?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't been there yet.
Colonoscopy.
Yep. I haven't done that yet. Next year.
I did it when I was 50.
Wow.
And it's the best high you'll ever have, dude. They're
What's the number?
They're gonna put you
What's
out.
the number? No,
They're gonna put you out, and you're gonna wake up, and you're gonna be so calm. You're gonna be like, just because of the drug that you're on when you're coming out of it. My wife was like, "What the hell? I've never seen you so calm."
I say, order me one. No. How do we go from sewer pipes to tank barrels
Yeah.
to colonoscopies?
This episode has it all, everybody.
Golly. Okay.
Okay, so back to the plumbing.
Speaking of plumbing,
yeah. So we're looking at your, like I said, I'm gonna get under the house and look at the visible pipe that I can actually see coming out of your bathrooms, kitchen, laundry area, and all that stuff. See the condition, and if they did upgrade it, I'm gonna check their work. I'm gonna see, hey, did they install it correctly? Did they have big pipes going into small pipes, or small pipes going into big pipes? You know, there's a way to do it. Is it strapped properly? Is it are they using the right hangers? Is it pitched properly? Drain pipe can't be level. It needs to be 1/4 inch per foot. It needs to be, you know, there's guidelines for everything that gets installed on a house, you know. So now let's talk about the water supply. You got any more questions on the drain pipe? Or?
No, I do not.
All right. So hopefully I'm going to see ABS plastic. That's today's standard material for drain pipe. So if they upgraded everything, which I'm hoping they did, yeah, it's just a matter of did they put it in right at that point. So
I'm interested to see what you find on that. I wonder if they upgraded it.
we're going to find out, man.
We'll find out soon.
We're going to find out like within less than 24 hours.
Yep.
And now let's talk about water supply pipe. Okay, water supply pipe is a whole different thing. That's pressurized pipe. So that's for your faucets, your showers, laundry area, kitchen, all that stuff. So it could be any one of many different types of materials. So I really hope I don't find galvanized pipe in there. It could happen. Some people on flips, they take shortcuts. They don't remove all of the galvanized steel. Galvanized steel corrodes from the inside. So the pipe may start off being that big, and then by the time it's this age, it's only that much water being flowing through it.
Wow.
So that's not a good thing to have. So hopefully we don't find that. Hopefully they upgraded it to either a PEX or a copper.
Okay.
And if they did use a PEX, hopefully it's PEX A. That's the better PEX. The PEX B is the cheaper way of doing it. Just like copper pipe, you have type L, type M. Type L is the better because it's a thicker material. And the type M is a thinner material. Now, along with that, installation is another important part. Great, they upgraded your plumbing, but did they put it in correctly? Did they use the correct fasteners? So is it mounted underneath the house properly with the right fasteners? Sometimes they use these, what's called plumber's tape, which is a metal tape. You can't have metal in contact with copper. Causes electrolysis. It causes the pipe to deteriorate, and it's like a cancer for the pipe.
Wow.
So over time, that electrolysis will change the color of that pipe, and it'll just spread, just like cancer spreads through someone's body.
Really?
Yeah. So those are things I'm looking for. And my last podcast guest was a plumber, and we went through that.
Cool. I have to watch that.
I didn't do the video. I didn't release the video of that yet.
Okay.
But the audio podcast is up on the podcast.
I'll
channel.
listen to that.
Yeah, check it out. Listen to it. It'll make a lot of sense.
That's pretty cool, though. I never knew something like that would happen to pipes, but it makes sense.
Yeah, I see it quite a bit on all kinds of construction homes, whether they're older, newer. It's people just getting lazy and they just use whatever hangers available, and they use the old original hangers. I'm like, come on, really? All that money, can't strap stuff. So anyway, those are the things I'm looking for to make sure it's done correctly. Because let's get back to the beefy part of what to be, well, not say what to be concerned about, but what to really understand about a flipped house.
Okay.
In most cases, a flipped house, there's no permits. So when there's no permits, that doesn't mean incredibly bad automatically. What it means is there's been no oversight. of the work that was done. So in other words, great, they upgraded your 100 amp panel to a 200 amp panel. Awesome. I want to tell you that. But if I open it up and it looks like Mickey Mouse installed it, well, that's now you got to get an electrician out there to go through the whole thing.
Yep.
And say, you know what, we got the box here, we got the panel here, and we're missing this, this, and this. We got to do this. We got to rewire a little bit in the box. So that's the downside of a flipped house. Most of the time, the major systems have not been permitted, and the major systems are electrical, plumbing, heating and cooling, foundation, and roofing. Those are the most expensive things typically in a house.
Okay.
So if there's been upgrades, which I'm sure we're going to see, then that's the downside to it. So hopefully there is permits. Have you had that discussion with anybody?
Yeah, we had our first experience with this 2 weeks ago on a house that we really liked. On Zillow, I think it was listed at like 1,700 feet, something like that. But in the books, it was like 800 feet. So they did a bunch of work on it
without permits,
yeah. Right? So it was on the books is 800 square feet.
Yeah.
So all the extra footage on Zillow was unpermitted. So that's the kind of risk. Like, do I want to take that type of risk? I don't know.
It sounds like they screwed themselves.
Yeah. I mean, who would want to buy a house?
So the whole point of adding square footage to a house is to increase your value and to have a bigger living space. So why would you not permit it? Because if it's not permitted, it doesn't get counted. So now when you go to sell your house, you can't take advantage of all that work you just did. You have to list it at the original size it was.
So it won't get appraised, right?
I'm not sure how that would play out.
Like if it okay, you can say it's 1,600, but here on the paper it shows. So where this extra 800 feet come from? Like, we're not going to appraise this house for the value. I don't know. That just
it's a can of worms. I'm not there with the appraiser, so I don't know. I can't truthfully answer that correctly. So I'm not going to even try. But
I wouldn't do it to myself.
Yeah,
I don't think.
But anyway, it just doesn't make sense to add square footage onto your house, which means you're increasing your square footage without getting the benefit of it. Why don't people get permits? Because it raises the price. Because now there's more people, the city's involved. They got to come by and look at what you're doing. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with oversight? I have no problem with oversight.
It'll pay off in the end.
As a homeowner, you're not supposed to know exactly what an electrician's supposed to do, which components he has to add to that new panel. How are you going to know? That's why you want to have a permit. That way someone else who does know is going to come by and oversee what that guy's doing and then sign off. So then if they sign off and there's a problem, well, you have a little recourse. Well, why'd you sign off on this? It's not right. Would you drive by? That was a drive-by inspection.
Yeah.
So that's how I look at it. So that's the biggest negative, I think, with flipped homes. But I don't think people should be afraid of buying flipped homes at all. It's usually, to sum it up, the simplest way is you got a lot of pretty new walls, new countertops, shiny appliances, and you probably have major systems upgraded, or at least half of them upgraded, but they've been kind of sloppily thrown together. So you may have the most expensive parts already there. So it's just a matter of bringing in a qualified person to fine tune them and get them to where they need to be, which probably isn't going to be that much because you already have the expensive parts there. But if you go into a house that's only pretty and all the major systems I mentioned are antiques, well, then if you can't get a credit back, you're going to be dishing out some more money pretty quick.
Okay.
Like a new HVAC system installed by a pro on this size house we're going to, you look probably 15 grand.
15 grand?
Maybe 20.
What's good? Like York or Train or something like that? That's the only two brands that I know.
Yeah, there's York, there's Train, there's Carrier, there's Lennox. There's a lot of good ones out there. You don't want to buy the ones that don't have brands on them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Put label here for brand.
Oh yeah. Brand goes here.
Yeah, they're like white label or something like that.
Yeah.
So now, do you have any like serious stress about tomorrow? Like, are you worried about something screwing things up? Is there anything on your mind like that?
No, I hired a bunch of professionals to do their job, and I'm pretty sure they will.
Yeah.
No, I'm not, man. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not nervous. I'm actually interested to see what you find.
Yeah.
Like I'm really like looking forward to the results.
Yeah.
You know, to see like what you find, and hopefully that can help us out. You know, whenever
Oh,
we're
I'm sure
coming
it
down
will.
to closing.
Yeah. You're gonna know things tomorrow. I guarantee you'll know things tomorrow that you didn't know. I guarantee you your realtor is gonna know things tomorrow he didn't know.
Yeah,
And I guarantee you the listing agent's gonna know things tomorrow they didn't know.
Mm-hmm. But everyone that's in place tomorrow, they're very good at what they do.
Yes.
Our agent is amazing.
Good.
This guy is awesome. You're great at what you do, and I know that if you referred somebody to help me with the service, that they're proficient in their skills.
Yeah, I
too.
only work with good guys.
Yeah, I know.
I don't work with slouches.
My wife was kind of worried, like, I don't know your friend. I was like, hold on a second. I went and got a video, and I was like, she's like, oh yeah, he's good. You know what I mean? I was like, see, you gotta trust him, Mom.
Well, that's good.
I'll take care of you. Yeah. So no, you guys are good. I'm not worried. I'm just very interested to see what you guys find.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So I think we should just leave it here, unless there's something else you want to say, because we're going to have part 2 to this.
Oh, wow.
Which is going to be you coming back after the inspection's over.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give it we'll let you get the report.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm going to inspect it tomorrow. I'll have the report for you the following day. Let you go through it. We'll give it a few days, and when you've absorbed everything and you've asked me enough questions, then we'll have you come back, and then we'll compare how you were feeling before you went into it, and then how you're feeling after it. I think that'd be a great episode to just do a part 2 of this.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what we find.
So now, what's your rank?
Now, and what? Jiu-jitsu or the Army?
The Army.
Oh, retired Sergeant First Class.
How do you get retired so young?
I got medically retired.
Oh, okay.
For my back.
Oh, because you're back. Okay, got it. As soon as you said that, I'm like, wait a second, I'm not retired yet. He's a lot younger than me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can retire in 20 years from the Army.
Yeah.
Or from any branch
right.
of service, right?
Yeah.
You can retire in 20 years, but you can do longer if you want, but I don't.
I had an uncle that was in the Air Force, and he was a lifer. He was there for his whole life.
You know what his job was?
I don't. He lived in Virginia, so I wasn't in
wow.
contact with him that much, but he was in it for a long time.
Probably,
my mom's brother.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you know if he flew or anything, or he just support?
Don't know. He died a long time ago. I was a lot younger. So I did like him. I used to visit him once, but I was really young. Mm-hmm. But I remember him being a lifer. My brother right here. That's his picture right there. He passed away a few years ago, but he was in the Air Force.
Sorry to hear that.
For 4 years. Thanks. My brother Lou is in the Coast Guard.
Cool. I've only met one person in the Coast Guard out of my whole career in the Army, and it was at a Dodgers game.
Oh shit!
Yeah, because we were doing the flag for the ceremony.
Okay.
And I was like, "What? Hey, what uniform is that?" Yeah. He was like, "That's Coast Guard." I'm like, what? Let's go talk to this guy. Yeah. They're like unicorns. You never see them. Yeah. I've never seen them. Yeah. You know, I've always been on land, but still, I've never seen a Coast Guard guy.
Yeah.
Gave him a hug.
Did you actually see battle and stuff like that?
I didn't make it over to over there, but I was stationed in South Korea and Germany.
Oh, okay.
So a bunch of cool stuff.
Yeah, that's great that you get to see the rest of the world.
Oh yeah, I've been to 24 different countries.
Woo! Yeah, you got me beat. I've only got like 5 or 6. Yeah, I don't have that many.
5, 6, awesome.
Yeah, I don't have a lot. I don't have that many.
Yeah, but, I do miss it though. I miss my boys and everybody that I was pleasure to meet.
You guys have get-togethers and stuff?
Sometimes we do. Yeah. Or like, since I live in LA, when my friends go to Fort Irwin, I'll drive to see them or stuff like that, or we just meet up in LA if they're in town.
Yeah, people have asked me in the past, have you ever been in the service? And I'm like, no, I haven't. Like, well, how come you didn't go in? Your brothers went in. You're like, I thought about that, and I'm thinking back going, my brothers did not come home ranting and raving about it.
It is fun, though. I had a great time.
Yeah. No, my brother was a jet plane mechanic.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so
he can make some good money outside
pretty smart,
the Army.
but he couldn't get a job doing it when he got out.
Really?
Yeah, he had a really hard time trying to land a job when he get out of there.
I'm pretty sure he had his AMPA license.
He was top of his class too.
Wow.
I remember, and that's how he wound up in California.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here.
He wound up coming out here, and then could not get a job with doing what he wanted. So he landed a job as a forklift mechanic.
Okay,
and he took that to the top, and then that's how I wound up out here, because he invited me to come live out here.
Yeah, there's a lot of all that stuff I hear for the military. You know, they've got the Marines down south and
Yep.
Army's out there in Barstow area and
Yep.
stuff. So there's a lot of stuff here.
There's a few other guys in your class that are military as well.
Who is Antonio? He's in the military now.
Antonio, I'm not sure who. Maybe
He's kind of new. He's like 2 years in.
yeah, I don't know him.
Yeah.
There's another guy. I'm going blank on his name right now because I haven't seen him in so long. I'll think of it as soon as you leave.
Yeah, right. You're like, oh,
Yeah, I'll send you a
obviously.
text.
I do that all
But
the
anyway,
time.
he's cool. He's really cool. But yeah, so yeah, thank you for your service.
For sure. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Quick question quick something to the veterans out there. Don't be afraid to use your VA loan.
Yeah, good.
And the way you just get started is you just get your certificate of eligibility from, I forgot the website. I'll put it in the comments of this video, but yeah, just get that certificate of eligibility and contact find a veteran friendly lender. I use Veterans United. My guy CJ over there, he took care of me like really, really well. The service has been really good. I'm really happy with that. You know, even my transition out of the Army, it was pretty smooth. But veterans, please utilize that VA loan. You worked for it. It's no down payment. If you're over 10%, I think disability, there's no funding fee. So just utilize it. It's there for us. It's there for you. If you have any questions about it, just come in the comments and just
That's
respond.
a good message. That's a good
and
message.
I can help you out as best as I can. I'd
Yeah.
be
So
honored to.
if you want to send me over those details, I'll
Okay.
put them on the description section.
Cool. Yeah, I'll
So-
do that.
So anybody listening can just go to the podcast description section below, and you'll see all the links. So if you got any links to what you're talking about or specific people, if they're okay with being on there, just check first.
Cool.
Some people don't want to have their name and number on
Yeah, for sure.
on the web. So just let me know what you want to put up, and I'll add it before I upload the episode.
Excellent.
So yeah, let's leave it here. I think we're gonna get together probably within a week.
Sounds good.
And we're gonna see you on the other side of this, and that's it. Thanks, dude.
Hey, man, anytime.
All right, late.